Dear crafters, how to attach tassels is something I've shown you before, but I would like to do this once again and show you how I adapted this step to my disability. So today's video will show you 3 ways on how to attach tassels to an existing item. Please remember, this is the small fabric I practiced on during last week's tutorial, which showed you how to crochet a muffler with the front post stitch. So let's pretend this is a tiny mini muffler. As a result, these two should be the edges we shall attach the tassels to. My 60 centimeters long ruler is indispensable when it comes to making tassels. I usually make them 1.2 meters long, but this is no standard. You can make your tassels as long as you wish. Also, a few stitch markers are also needed. A large crochet hook is needed as well. And a pair of scissors too. However, I already cut my thread off camera, so now let's just get down to business. Fold this thread a few times until you have 8 loose ends. Now I always use a stitch marker to mark the middle of this tassel to help me handle it a little better. Try to get the 2 loose ends slightly even, but don't worry if you don't get them even. I never get them even, but that is why the pair of scissors is needed. Alright, this is how my tassel looks non-attached to the muffler. Alright, now insert the stitch marker in one of the chain 2 spaces on the sides. Try to get the middle of this tassel through touching. This is how I'm doing it. Alright, this is it. And now pull the 2 loose ends through this large loop on the middle. Just like I said, I absolutely never get them even. This second way used to be my preferred method before losing my eyesight, so it is slightly more difficult for me to make it right now, but let's make an attempt to attach a tassel to this tiny mini muffler using the large crochet hook. I'm reusing the same thread And now let me show you without any speaking. This third way is the most difficult way to attach tassels. However, I preferred this method on my muffler because it avoids getting these two sides loosen up too much. So now let me show you. I'm using the same thread, which I'm folding up until I have 4 loose ends. And now with the help of a stitch marker, I'm marking the middle of this thread. Now insert this very long tassel in any of these chain 2 spaces on the sides. And using a second stitch marker, insert it right there on the tassel. Now be very careful and insert the stitch marker in the next chain 2 space and pull the yarn through. Try to get these 2 loose ends slightly even. Now this tassel is actually attached between the rows instead of being attached inside of these chain 2 spaces. Now this second stitch marker marks this this loop right there in the middle. Pull it slightly to enlarge that loop, and then pull the 2 loose ends through. Ta-da! This is how you can avoid get this side get too loosey. Now remove the stitch markers and adjust your tassel.